Last week we showed you like a kind of an unrealistic way of getting the single leg X card. Got his feet shoulder with the card. I pulled myself in and we played the whole game from there. Of course that's never going to happen. Right, the card's not going to pass my guard sumo style. So more than likely he's going to have a leg forward. If you've been here a while, this is called headquarters position. And really card wants to be controlling the inside space, getting his leg between my legs. And now he can initiate his passing game. So in this scenario, we're going to be playing, if Carl's standing, I don't want to be lying here. Why? Because I don't have much mobility. He's standing and he can start to play a lot of things from there. I'm not very mobile. Right? If I'm flat on my back and Carl decides to pass my card, I'm trying to stay in front of him. So a better way of dealing with a standing opponent is a seated butterfly. Okay? Now, some people play it square like this. Danaher Death Squad play it staggered. The reason they play it staggered is because they have more mobility. Right? Even if Carl starts to run around, you know, I guess it's a wee bit difficult for me to stay. So I have more mobility when I put one hand behind me and I sit on my hip. So just to clarify, we keep this really simple. Carl will have to have a leg forward to get into passing opportunities. 95% of people are right-handed. Most of them will have the right leg forward, so that's what we're going to drill. But you need to be able to play this against lefties as well. But if Carl's right leg is forward, okay, I am going to be on my right hip with my right hand behind me. And now he wants to step into that space. So as he does, my right foot is the distance maker. That makes sense? Now, again, he has more mobility than me because he's standing and I'm on my butt. So if you think about a left quadrant and a right quadrant, I don't want Carl going this way because it means then I have to work harder. I want him on this side of my body, if that makes sense. So another thing I can use with this right foot is, if Carl takes a step, I can just make a hook. For him to physically lift his foot to move to my left, the minute he lifts his foot, I just make a hook with it. So again, just from there, I just make the hook. Now I can keep him on from moving into this quadrant just with that hook. And now from there, I move to shin to shin. Does that make sense? So again, I'm playing seated butterfly. If his right leg's forward, I'm going to be getting into a staggered seated butterfly. Very much like technical stand-up. Okay? If you're doing the warm-up, if we did warm-ups back in the day. So we're here. Now this foot, even if Carl doesn't step into headquarters, I'm just keeping him here. And if he does nothing, I just move to shin to shin. Does that make sense? Or here he decides to step in, there's my distance maker, and then I move shin to shin. Or option 3 is he decides to go that way. I just hook it and kind of keep him on this side of my body, and then I move in. Now I don't move in deep. There is times you would do that, just kind of hugging the leg here. So now we have two options. I'm going to get into single leg X on this leg, the primary leg, or I'm going to get into single leg X on the secondary leg. So if I'm going for the primary leg, I want to be pulling on his knee. This foot comes in and that's pushing, and I'm dropping to an elbow. My goal is to get Carl's hands on the mat and make this leg leg. The minute I get his hands on the mat, now I'm straight into single leg X. And then we're playing the whole game. I want this, he takes it away from me, I kick him in the butt, I move into false X, again, pick him up, put him straight down, we're into our whole game from there. So again, so the minute we end up here, first thing I'm looking for is one leg's forward. Carl's a lefty, I'm on this side. He starts to step into that space, I'm here, and then I'll move into the position again. But we'll keep it simple, just here, stay right tonight. So again, I'm here, that's what I want. Okay, Charles trying to comb my hair, that's fine, doesn't matter. If he's here, I'm there, that's all I want. So option 1 is, because the grips in no-gi are very, very different from gi. If I had a sleeve here, I could grab this and probably keep it. And out of the collar, I can keep that. No-gi, very, very different ball game. I have seconds with grips. Even when I make that, Carl's going to be trying to lift his leg and stuff. So your grips are very push-pull based and very quick. That's why no-gi is a very speedy, quicker kind of type of game. But think about using your grips to off-balance, because usually the whole time. So the second I get to there, I'm not hanging around here. I just stay static. He's pulling his leg out, doing all that stuff, or he's trying to get into passing initiatives. So this hand is pulling, and I want to kind of pull Carl's knee to my right. This hook is pushing, kicking his leg this way. I fall onto my right elbow, and now from there I've made that leg light. This Carl's arm right leg's very light. I'm just pushing myself into single leg X. If I can find this, there's your first transition, which we looked at before. Achilles there, I go back into old saddle again from that position. Second option is just from shin to shin again. This time I don't make the hook and I fall onto my shoulder, not my elbow. So all I want to do is pull Carl's knee to my right and get his hands on the mat. The second he does, watch what happens when I don't make that hook. He can physically take a step. The second he does, I find it. And now from there, see the way my left knee's to the outside, I swim to the inside and I'm in the single leg X again. If I can find that leg, that's good. If I can't, I'm immediately working the back step, kick him in the butt, from that position, false X, and go back into the game again. Let's take it back to the start. Guards playing seated guard. First thing we're looking for, one leg's forward. Alright, you'll move from a seated guard to the staggered guard. When I'm playing staggered guard, I'm on my hip, this hand's back, not too far back from my body. Okay, very much the kind of stand up. Left foot's planted, and now this is my distance maker. My right leg, right sole of my foot against Carl's right shin. To stop him stepping into that space. If I don't stop this is when I am going deep. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So we're there. If he stays, if he's smart, he comes that way, just make that hook, but I keep him on this side of my body. It's a lot easier for me to work my stuff if I'm here. He's less immobile. There's things I can do. If he runs to this side here, that's going to cause more problems. So we're there, and I can use this. So that foot will either be pushing defensively or making a hook and kind of keeping him on this side. Once I'm there, now I foot scoop in and I get inside position with my shin against his shin. So we're attacking the primary leg. From there, I'm pulling and I'm pushing with that hook, and I fall to an elbow to get Carl's hands on the mat. This leg's very light now. I just pull straight into single leg X. If I can find that, I'm putting it down, playing the game. Or maybe I choose I want to go for the secondary leg. So we're here, I'm looking to see what leg's forward, just to show my hooks and all see. So I'm there, I make the hook, I swim in. This time I'm falling to the shoulder. Watch what happens when I don't make this hook. Carl's going to take a step, and when he steps, that presents the leg to my hand. Notice the way I went to my shoulder this time, not an elbow. And now this knee comes inside and I switch. See the way I'm making the connection? Heel, inside, heel to the inside of my knee, and I already have this leg, so I'm not going to go to false X, which is a bigger movement. I'm just putting him straight down again. And then from there I can drag it across, get into the saddle. Okay.